because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, he just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so wisely just gets rid of it.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. A good pickup there on 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdes-Scantling. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 4th down now is San Fran's defense, who's strong in coverage.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down, but on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Protection's certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Purdy off the play fake. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one. Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
He's got the hook out downfield to Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 34 yards that time. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Tershawn Wharton drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Purdy looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for...
me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play. Wouldn't have been much of a problem, but apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action, now Purdy. And he will find his man Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel, 30 yards. And the Niners have retaken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Now Moody for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Finding Gray going across the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
That's into a cloud and intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball down.
There he goes, left side.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
75 yards.
And the Niners have yet again retaken the lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Butker on for the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On first down, Purdy.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Michael Dana.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Purdy bootlegging it.
Looking deep for Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This will be caught at Samuel.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
Taken down at the 42.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, first and 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
I think that run gets... The defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Purdy now to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Purdy.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes
finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney,
his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
He's probably someone they want to get more involved at this point. 2nd quarter down on the scoreboard, and you know that he can be a threat.
And because he's such a threat, as well as so productive, I'm with you on this. They've got to get him the ball more, give him more opportunities for them to have a chance to erase that lead.
Certainly they'll be looking to get him even more in the mix this go-around.
They go play action here. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 57 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown, but he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Oh, he fakes a spike.
But it's not going to work. He'll go down, and they got him.
Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers are back within a score.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, here's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. 30 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise I knew he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation. But instead, they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. He'll drop to throw. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted.
And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
So 4th down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Purdy will throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, pretty happy with what you're seeing. If you're the defensive coordinator,
you're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything that'll help slow them down.
Searching for answers. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now here's Mahomes.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Purdy off the play fake. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish.
Travis Kelce. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Mahomes.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he? And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Chiefs will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting. Exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Purdy. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now,